A big political move ahead of the upcoming general elections in India. The Congress party has brought in Priyanka Gandhi Vadra to lead its campaign in the eastern part of Uttar Pradesh state. Senior party leader Jyotiraditya Scindia will be General Secretary in charge of the western Uttar Pradesh. The decision to give Priyanka Gandhi Vadra a formal post in the party comes just days after the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party sealed a seat-sharing alliance for the bellwether state. And joining me live from New Delhi is my colleague Kartikeya Sharma. Kartikeya, this is big political news ahead of the elections. How might it impact the fortunes of the Congress party in the elections coming up?
See, what has happened is that this is officially Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's political debut. Now, Priyanka Gandhi had been active in Uttar Pradesh since 1999, when in 1998 Sonia Gandhi had campaigned for the Congress party. She was taking care of Raebareli, Amethi, the family seats. But the issue was that the Priyanka could never become officially part of the larger Congress organization, because in terms of who's going to succeed was already decided by Sonia Gandhi herself. Being the president, that the decision was made that Rahul will be succeeding her as the president. So Priyanka that way was confined to Amethi, Raebareli and Sultanpur constituencies. In fact, such was the arrangement that Priyanka Gandhi would not even campaign outside these streets. Now, when assembly elections took place, where Samajwadi Party and Congress came together, it was Priyanka Gandhi and Ghulam Nabi Azad who jointly managed the campaign. Now, by giving her this responsibility, she has become part of the Congress organization. But what this reshuffle has already done is that it has also sidelined two senior leaders within the Congress organization. One, Ashok Gehlot, who was General Secretary organization, now happens to be the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. That responsibility has been taken away from him. New General Secretary organization has also been appointed. He is K.C. Venugopal from Kerala. Similarly, because the work done by Jyotiraditya Scindia in northern Madhya Pradesh was so impressive, because of which they were able to form the government, he has been made General Secretary West, and Ghulam Nabi Azad has been shifted to Haryana. Now, coming back to Priyanka Gandhi, I would say it changes many equations in the Congress party. One, though very much limited to East UP, where Prime Minister contested the elections from Banaras, it just goes on to show that the Congress intends to fight UP election very, very seriously, despite a lot of shortcomings in terms of organization and alliance partner. But by fielding Priyanka, I think somehow there is a, I would say the party has, or the family has reconciled to the fact that even if it creates two power centers, even with this limited arrangement of Priyanka Gandhi, or even with the charge that, this is a dynastic succession, they have no option but to deploy her, because she is the one who has been handling Uttar Pradesh for past 4 or 5 years directly. So I think it's an official acknowledgement of the role, but how much tension it creates within the party in terms of loyalties, one has to see, because even when Rahul Gandhi was taking over, there was a Sonia Congress and a Rahul Gandhi Congress. There was immense tension within the party as to who would ultimately call the shots. But this way, it goes on to show that ultimately the buck will end with Rahul Gandhi, because he is the president of the Congress and this is a limited responsibility. But then Ramesh, even with this limited responsibility, it's a political debut. Now one has to wait and see whether Priyanka will fight Lok Sabha elections or not from Raebareli, because there is a lot of, I would say, talk that Priyanka may be given a political birth, electoral birth. That too has to be seen. But yes, the fight of Uttar Pradesh is going to get very, very interesting, because it was Uttar Pradesh and Bihar which hurled Bharatiya Janata Party to power. Out of 80, BJP had 71 plus 2, 73 seats in Uttar Pradesh. So that was a sweep which no one ever thought would be repeated, because last time any party crossed the mark of 40 was Vajpayee during the Ram Mandir wave, where BJP ended up with 52 seats. So that way, I think it's a political debut of another Gandhi, and it also somehow goes on to show that party and family, they are interdependent on each other.
Right, Karthik, let's talk a bit about this so-called political debut of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Now, as you mentioned, we've seen her so far taking care of the party's campaign in Raebareli and Amethi, but now she will take care of the larger chunk of the seats in eastern Uttar Pradesh as the head of the party in that part of the state. What does this mean for the grand old party? Will it help change the fluctuating fortunes of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh?
I would say that, I think it is a morale booster. The fortune can be only changed during election. Last time she was in charge, there was a problem. Congress did very badly with Mulayam Singh Yadav's son, Akhilesh Yadav. So despite Priyanka directly being charged from behind, nothing much could be achieved because somehow the vote, the Congress constituency and SP as a constituency didn't gel together. But I think going solo, giving a specific task of Eastern Uttar Pradesh, I think this might give some muscle to Congress in terms of campaign. As a General Secretary in charge, she would be campaigning, which means that the cadre would be enthused, they would come out in more number. So definitely, I would say that it's a good move. Nothing can be a master stroke till you deliver, till the results come out. So I will not call it a master stroke because Priyanka was involved already. But I think it's a good move because Priyanka will be a factor. But then it will be a make or break election for her in terms of charisma, because in politics, till the cards are held back, there are a lot of talks on one's potential. But with this election, you being directly in the face of a strong Samajwadi party, I think Priyanka will be tested, because Eastern UP is where Samajwadi party is strong and Western UP where traditionally BJP and BSP is strong. This time around there was a general sweep. There's a SP-BSP alliance. You have a BJP on the other side with a highly Hindu consolidated vote bank. So where will Congress get its vote? That's the big question. And then how much Priyanka will be able to consolidate. If I get into this little micro mechanics of election, the upper caste vote in India will be the key to her success. And I think that will define. But the seats which are there in Eastern UP are very important. Azamgarh, Banaras, Allahabad. So that way she will be directly facing the heat from Samajwadi Party and Bharatiya Janata Party, and that will also make election of Prime Minister Narendra Modi very, very interesting, right? Because he's MP from Banaras, and that's where Priyanka will do her campaigning against him.
Indeed. And Karthikeya, let's focus on Uttar Pradesh for now. Won't this cut the anti-BJP vote in the state?
I think anti-BJP vote in Uttar Pradesh will happen. The reason is very simple. There is a grand consolidation which has taken place between BSP and SP. The floating vote bank right now, if I keep aside the OBC, which is the other backward caste in India, is actually the upper caste vote. And keeping that in mind, Bharatiya Janata Party had got the reservation bill for upper caste, which included everyone. So the focus of BJP is also on the upper caste primarily right now. So yes, it will be a problem for Bharatiya Janata Party, because if Congress does not fight with them, it means that it eats into the vote of Bharatiya Janata Party rather than eating into the vote of Samajwadi Party and BSP. So it's going to be a strong challenge for Bharatiya Janata Party to retain vote all along, because last time around the voting patterns, at least in northern India, did not take place primarily on the caste. It took place on Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi created a wave. So it obliterated the caste angle. That is the reason why BSP does not have a single Lok Sabha seat. Not one. So that way it's a problem, because it means that the voting in Lok Sabha election will be constituency to constituency wise and individual to individual basis, person to person basis. So that way, in a match like that, BJP will have a problem, Ramesh, because this BJP has always done well in Indian elections when there is a surge. 1989 there was a surge. 1998 there was a surge. Congress had to allow Vajpayee to function as Prime Minister for 5 years.
Right. On that note, Karthikeya Sharma in New Delhi, thank you for that update. Appreciate it.